Hey guys. Alright, well, I've been doing a lot of research on a lot of the van life pages on Facebook, trying to get ideas on things to do to the van. There's lots of stuff I want to do. But I've been looking at a lot of questions lately that have been posed, and some of them are how to deal with loneliness. And I never really thought about it. I never thought to ask. And I never thought to look it up on YouTube. So I don't really know if there's any videos on how to deal with loneliness in van life. So I figured I'd just make one. It's a lot of time by yourself, and you have a lot of time to think. So if you have a lot of demons in your head, it can get bad. It can. I mean, it can seriously get bad. Um, I've been spending a lot more time in the van by myself now because I'm trying to work through my own personal problems. Like when I first got this, I'd only come out here and sleep, and I'd be hanging out inside with Rob or and his girlfriend and stuff. And then some things happened. Nothing in between us, but some things happened, and I stepped back for a minute. Um, I had some issues with some girls and stuff, and I just I needed to get out of my head. I met one girl. She was playing a lot of games, and then I met another girl, and she was a lot more games than the first girl, but she convinced me that she was less games. So I was focused for a few here and there, and it was just like I needed to get out of my head and stop focusing on trying to find somebody because I'm used to having somebody there after being married for so long. And it was time for me to find my own personal space. And the loneliness that you get from this, once you fight past the loneliness and you feel like you need to have somebody there, it's actually really not that bad. I've kind of forced myself into staying in the van a lot just because I want to work through my own issues, and I want this to make me a better person by the time I'm done. Not change who I am, but actually make me the person that I should have been this whole entire time. Now, for people that are lonely and stuff, it's hard. You're in a van. I mean, if you can find a girl that's down for doing the van thing, that's awesome. That's 100% awesome. If she's willing to hop in your van, you guys can travel and do all sorts of cool stuff and go on adventures. That's really cool. Now, I have a perk if I meet girls and stuff. I'm not doing the regular van life where I'm just traveling. You can build a relationship with somebody, and you guys don't need to be living together right off. Now, sure, you want to meet somebody, you want them right there. You're in a very small space. Very small space. And you want to just take somebody you just met or just been going out with for a short amount of time, move them in with you into a space the size of a van. I'm sure it'll be all hunky dory for a few. It will. But you guys don't have any air, you don't have any space. And even in a house, when you first move in with somebody, having a little bit of space helps because, like, if you get frustrated with them or they get frustrated with you, you guys can kind of go to your own separate corners of the house and stuff. Or you can go do things. You can go hang out with some of your friends and just unhook for a minute. Well, doing the van life thing, you're putting somebody with you pretty much 24/7, and that's a lot. Not to mention all these vans and stuff. You don't have running water, or if you do, it's just faucets and stuff. But you don't really have a bathroom. Um, it's an adjustment period. So finding the girl to go with you is hard. I mean, if you can, it's cool, but I mean, just finding one randomly and making it work is probably not going to be very good if you're not pretty much just based somewhere. If you're just doing the traveling thing, it's going to be hard. Um, Picking up girls at a bar or at a club or something like that, you're going to be able to find the occasional few that are willing to be down for that. But in general, you can be as cool as can be while you're in the club, have fun. She can be digging it. You can be digging her. End of the night comes. Hey, let's go back to your place. Oh, all right. Well, where is it? Oh, it's out in the parking lot. What? Yeah, I have that van over there. Now, when we're children, we're programmed into staying away from the guy with the van. Stranger danger. So, it's a hard sale right there. Now, most of us that are in van life, or most people that are in van life, are either doing business or things like that online, or they're not really working. They're just traveling, working a little bit, traveling, working a little bit. We're basically a bunch of gypsies going from town to town. And I don't know if you guys realize history and gypsies don't really work out well. So it's hard. I got Molly. She's my 13-year-old pit bull. She's my baby. She helps me a lot. She keeps my head focused and keeps me going. Because, like, all winter long and stuff, I wasn't worried about me. I had her to focus on, so I had to make sure she was comfortable. I had to make sure she had food. She kept me going. So an animal's a good thing to help you go. Again, small spaces and animals kind of sucks, but it's really doable, especially if you get a chill dog or a cat, something like that. I'd recommend a pet. I really would. Not like a huge fucking dog. I mean, don't get like a Great Dane and think living in a van is going to be an awesome scenario, because it is not going to be an awesome scenario, people. Like a regular size, smallish dog. As much as I hate to say smallish dog, because they're annoying, but if you can find a decent one, that'd work. A cat. I know a lot of people have cats and stuff. But the odds of the girl scenario, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, it can be done. A lot of people do it. A lot of like the single van life pages and stuff. It's just a lot of people talking online. It's like you're more making friends and not actually meeting up. It's like pen pals and stuff like that. Which works, because I mean, they're doing their own thing, you're doing your own thing. You guys might meet up every now and then, but it's not going to be like a serious thing. And then if you think about it, so you do have a relationship that works, because I've seen a few on the pages. So you're with the girl for a few years. Everything's going good. You guys are together. Now, you start drifting apart, because you're together all the time. Now, what happens when you guys break up? You've taken this person away from everything they know. You've shown them the fucking world. What happens when you break up? Do you just leave them on the side of the road somewhere? In some random town where they don't know anybody? And tell them to fend for themselves to find their way back? Now, say what happens if you guys got the van that you guys are in together, and you built it together, and you put equal amount of money into it. Who gets the van? See, there's a lot of sketchy things there, because it could go south real quick. Or if you get married and you guys get divorced, Again, who gets the van? Just lots to think about. I'd say the best thing to do to fight the loneliness would be getting comfortable with yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're your own best friend. And no matter what, good times, bad times, really bad times, the one person that'll never leave you stranded or leave you fucking out in the cold is going to be yourself. Now, there is really good friends out there. Rob's my best friend. Rob's not even really my best friend. Rob is more of my brother. I'd do anything for him. And he'd do pretty much anything for me. Those friendships are hard to find. And when you have those, you make sure you keep them. Because, I mean, that's going to be the person that'll be sitting in the jail cell next to you going, she didn't look like a cop. And you're going to be like, no, she didn't. But here we are. I have a few friends like that. My closest is Rob. He is. He's legit, basically my brother. Another one would be my buddy Jonathan. He was basically my brother for a long time too. He still kind of is, but we had some issues with my ex and him and his old lady, and went south for a minute. It wasn't really ever me and Jonathan. It was more the old ladies were fighting. So we didn't talk for a few years. Me and Rob didn't talk for a few years either. Again, old lady. Nothing in between us. Old lady. She cost me a few friends. A few really, really close friends that I've had over the years. But to fight the loneliness, learn to be with yourself. Find projects. Find little things you can do. Like I do. I haven't done it since I've been here, but do like paracord shit. I mean, I bought some coloring books. Color. I don't have a TV in here. I'm doing this with absolutely no electricity whatsoever. So I'm limited. I mean, I have a TV I can put in here. I got my PlayStation. So, I mean, I could be playing video games and everything else, and I have Amazon Prime and a Fire Stick, so, I mean, I have access to, like, TV and stuff like that, but I'm honestly really happier without the TV. Without the constant blah, 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 blah bullshit. It takes a while. And, I mean, I watch YouTube and stuff on my phone. I make videos. But finding things that you can do by yourself and be good is a really good start. And the more you get comfortable with it, the less lonely you are. And the less lonely you are, the better chances of finding a better partner. We'll go with that. I mean, if you're lonely, you're going to jump at any girl that says hi. Once you realize your own self-worth and what you can do by yourself and how you can handle things, you'll find a better class. I'm not saying like a better type of female or a better type of male that's not just about themselves. You'll find somebody that actually wants to be a partner and actually wants to deal with things and do stuff. But you gotta find yourself first. So don't jump for a relationship. Being lonely sucks, but you'll get over it. It's just the small ways of doing it. Big recommendation, get an animal. At least for the first little while. It gives you something to focus on. And don't be stupid when you're in your van. Don't think you can just get away with doing everything. Plan things out. I mean, like this is 1986. The odds of something breaking on this is pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. Um, yeah, it's got low mileage, but it's old. I've seen a lot of the vans people have. A lot of them are older vans that they're rebuilding. Not everybody can buy a brand new fucking transit van or something like that or whatever the hell they are and build them all out. It'd be nice, but not everybody can afford that. So a lot of the people that can't afford those are buying older stuff. So you got to plan. Like this has a bad EGR in it, or the hose to it broke off. Tranny's a little soft, not horrible. Leaks a little bit of oil. It's old. Would I drive this thing all over the country and back? No, I probably wouldn't. Not yet. It's only got 76,000 miles on it, so it's barely broken in. It's a 318. It's a really dependable motor. But there's a lot of work I'd want to do to it first. Like, I'd want to run through all the brake lines, make sure they're good. I would fix all the leaks in the motor. I would probably fix the tranny or replace the tranny with something a little stronger. Bunch of little stuff. And keep spare parts with you. Because you know what? Like a spare fan belt, a spare alternator, a spare starter, all that stuff, all those spare parts, when you're broken down on the side of the road, those are the things you're going to need. And have the tools to be able to change them on the side of the road and know how to change your own stuff. Because trying to hunt for parts at 2 o'clock in the morning isn't going to happen. And then you're paying for a fucking tow and everything else. But, so yeah, that's what I got for you about loneliness. Stay strong, guys. Stay strong.